So, it is morning, and I am homeless in the threatening. I don't know who is looking for me at this time, but I do know that it's homeless in the threatening. That means I don't actually know what you want, about that you still stay around Fremont Gardens Apartments Complex, Las Vegas, Nevada. There is a maintenance man I saw outside about 2 hours ago, and I am still here myself, waiting for him to leave. And if I need him, he'll just be there. And if I don't need him, he's not there. This is a morning dreamsicle. I don't have any espresso with me at this time. I ordered Bizzy, 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 espresso 48 ounces that I need to pour out one shot at a time to make my own espresso latte, a small one, but it will be all cold. So a cold shot of espresso out of a refrigerated bottle of 48 ounces to begin with. And then I need some milk like this to pour into it. And if I don't get it, I just planned for it. And now you know that if I don't show it to you, I don't have it. Or I just drank it without using the camera and you don't know that, but you would want to know. You Who Penis commentators on YouTube. I don't have a penis ever. No, it's not in my leverage. I am the father, I formed the penis, but I don't have a penis in my leverage because I am myself. The penis is how I know something is against myself, and that's deceased if I'm in the leverage of alive. So you with the penis don't have any prejudice to speak to myself, and you have prejudice not to speak to myself. I just disclosed. And if you don't understand that I disclosed leverage against you, and you're still threatening me that I don't speak English to you unless you speak English to me, this you having disclosed your leverage, that your penis is deceased and you are still in it. And that's how one would have a penis. One would get a penis that way if you had a dong genital and you did something like that with a dong genital. You would die out of a dong genital and you would get a penis. You would get a penis. If you do that with a penis genital, when you die out of the penis genital, you will die into superior founder. And you're not allowed in superior founder because you are not superior founder, creator of the hard property like the houses, the buildings, and then all of nature, the rivers and sky and clouds and airplanes. So that's how, if you're in superior founder and you are not the creator, superior founder itself, you are in a lot of trouble at that point. And you could say, well, you might be there anyway. And I am telling you that it knows that you say anyway and you hit the accelerator is not due every time you do that. And you cannot go into Superior Founder and say, well, anyway. You can't do that in Superior Founder. That's deceased. That's when Superior Founder is disclosing its leverage against you, and it is all permanent. The moment is now. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? You stole something, so what? You must be homeless on all points. When I was around the Jewish community in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and state of Wisconsin elsewhere, so the Jewish community people talk about the Holocaust and Adolf Hitler, and some of the Jewish people, they have a remembrance about people who are survivors of the Holocaust. I don't know how to say this, but it's a threatening. If I am not for myself, who will be for me? Holocaust survivors, remembrance. Who Penis Richard, commentator on YouTube. Notification of a new comment reads, I concur. So what are all the CON words? Conviction, concern, condition, conniption, fit. Concurrently. Control. Concur. I concur. Is that like I control? I concur. If you say I concur to somebody you disagree with on other points, are you sure? You sure? You sure that you concur with them? No, you concur with something. I don't know. It was a comment, but it could have been, that he's just making a comment about his username. I get that. But it was a notification to myself. That means God did not just leave that there and not send me a notification. I got the notification, and that's how I found the comment that reads, I concur, by Richard, somebody, username. A conniption fit. That is not really something we would see in this world. Conniption fit, that would be like, I don't know. If somebody says something illegal and somebody else said no, and then somebody said something illegal and somebody else said no, and then somebody else said something illegal and somebody else said no, that's the conniption fit. It's what God in heaven would say about something. Maybe if I have a had on my genitals, I don't see a conniption fit here. So how do we get Richard to leave his comments elsewheres? Like maybe with somebody else with the same name, Richard. So if I say about commentator Richard, with the notification I received, so that I know just by the username, I wouldn't say it out loud. What is it, Richard? And then 3 letters and numbers after that. So we say to Richard, you're doing a Walden prison with deceased address, and that you fight with another male like yourself, a hoop penis like yourself, fight to the death in a mortuary. You want to be a mortician, you can be first, or you can have a mortician and you could be laying on the table. That's what you need so that you don't talk to me anymore about myself through comments by YouTube, because you don't own the notification. I have to see the notification and open it. You don't have to concur in a comment to somebody who you disagree with, who disagrees with itself. So if you're a mortician, are you ever a female mortician to a hoopiness? So that's no. So you're not really threatened by me. I'm female, or mutilated genitals on the Godhead, formerly female. And you're still talking to me about myself because I'm never going to be your mortician. So you don't have a death in dispute, but I do have a death in dispute. Yeah, so you don't talk to somebody with a death in dispute if you don't have a death in dispute. No, I'm not your mortician. I'm definitely not your mortician. Morticia, the Addams Family. Yes, the Addams Family movies. And look for Thing. And Cousin It. Is that also the Addams Family? Okay, Cousin It. Yeah, well, I watched the movie, but that was a long time ago. And also the TV show. Morticia is a Sarah, Sarah, a Sarah, who's deceased the wrong way. Long in the wrong, far in the wrong, so far in the wrong, I can say it here.